Hey FitRanker, Sgt Rians here. And today we're going to be going through a level 1 workout with you. So let's first start off with what I want you to do for your warm-up. So for today, I want you to do a half-mile run walk outside. So do the best you can. If you're not used to running, that's okay. Just if you can get a minute jog in there, then walk, minute jog, then walk for that half mile, that's great. Just trying to get you used to getting into doing some sort of running. Once you've done that half-mile run walk, we're going to jump right into circuit number 1. So, circuit number 1, first exercise is going to be your bench dips. So with bench dips, you can do it off a bench, you can do it off a plyo box, you can do it off a chair, whatever you may have that's going to give you a good distance off the ground. So with this here, all I'm going to be doing, have a seat on it, grabbing this plyo box on the side, just like so. I'm going to kick those hips off. I'm going to keep a small bend on my knees, toes pointed up, just like so. From here, I'm going to drop my hips straight down toward the floor, right back up. Straight down toward the floor, right back up. I don't want to see the hips push far away from that bench or box, whatever you may have. Keep the hips close. If your back's almost scraping against that bench, that is fine. Down, straight back up. Breathe out when you're pressing up. This exercise is going to be focusing on those triceps there. So, with your bench dips, you've got 30 seconds on, 20-second break. Once you've got done with your 20-second break, let's move on to the second exercise, which is going to be your overhead towel squat. Now, if you have a towel, if you don't have a towel, I'm actually going to demonstrate if you don't have a towel with you for today. All we're going to be doing with this towel squat is pretending that we're holding a towel across, straight up in the air, not out in front. Try to keep it straight up. Arms should be straight out from the head, holding straight up in the air. If you have a towel, great. That works just as fine. We're going to make sure our toes are angled straight out in front of us and holding from here. Arms need to stay straight up in the air as we come down. Most of the time, you're going to see this here. Arms are going to come forward. We want arms to stay straight up, come right back up. Arms up, so right here, head staying looking forward. My hips push backwards. My knees are not going in front of my toes. Right here, I'm going to tap this bench and come right back up. I'm not going to try to sit all the way down and rest. I'm going to go down. I'm going to tap, right back up, focusing on those arms staying up in the air. As you're going through these 30 seconds, your arms are probably going to want to come forward. Focus on pulling those shoulders back, squeezing those back muscles, those shoulder muscles. Try to keep it up. Tap, and right back up. So those are your overhead towel squats. You've got that for 30 seconds, 20-second break. Then we're going on to the third exercise, which is your bridge. Now, if you have a mat, go and lay your mat out. If you want to lay on the floor just like me, it's fine. So what we're doing here, just laying straight out. Our hands are going to be straight down to our sides. From here, we're going to drive through those heels. Make sure your feet aren't too far away from you. Pull them in a little bit. We're going to drive through those heels, lift those hips up as high as we can get them. Squeeze those hamstrings, squeeze that butt, and just hold that position. Try not to sink down. Try to get it up where you got a straight line from your knee to your hip, down to your shoulders, just like so, and pretty much hold that position for those 30 seconds. So, you've got that exercise, 30 seconds, 20-second break. Actually, you can take a little bit longer break on this one because that was your last exercise for circuit 1. So take a 30-second, 1-minute break, grab some water, then you're going to do circuit 1 one more time. So 2 rounds on circuit 1. After you've done that, let's go on to circuit number 2. First exercise in circuit 2 are your mountain climbers. Now, mountain climbers, you see a lot. People pushed back here, putting all their weight on their feet. Not a good idea since you're going to be trying to move your feet. So we want to try to get into a good push-up position, your hands below your shoulders so you have bone alignment, not just your muscles holding you up. You have your muscles and your bone structure holding you in place. From here, most of my weight is on my hands. Most of my weight's on my hands, so then it allows me to move my feet freely. So with that there, once most of the weight is on my hands, I'm going to try to bring my knees to my chest, alternating back and forth, just like this. trying to keep those hips down. Don't drive your hips up in the air. Keep them down. Okay, keep a good neutral spine. So you've got that 30 seconds, 20-second break. And then going on to the second exercise in circuit 2, which is a kettlebell swing. So let me grab a kettlebell. So with the kettlebell swing, we're doing 2 hands on, okay, gripping those horns just across the center here. You're going to make sure that that kettlebell is pushed out in front of you where you have to hinge from the waist, small bend in those knees to reach out to get it. That's going to be your proper starting position. As you can see, my back is flat. I don't have a rounded back. Nice neutral spine, protect that low back. Toes are pointed straight forward, we're not angling them out. From here, we're gonna hike this back like a football, right back between your legs here. And we're gonna generate power through our hamstrings, glutes, and pop straight up in the air. Now, with this exercise here, what we're gonna be doing here, straight up in the air, I'm looking to lock that body out. So locking your knees, squeezing your butt, hips are straight up, body's straight lined up. What I don't want to see is you coming forward and locking and pushing your hips too far forward. We want everything here and lined straight up. That's going to protect your spine. It's going to give you proper positioning. So again, with that there, feet forward, small bend in the knees, hinge from the waist. It's not a squat. It's not a squat. Small bend in those knees and it stays that way. From here, I'm going to hinge like I'm hiking a football back, and up, and up, and up, and down. Good. So with those kettlebell swings, you've got a 30 seconds on, 20-second break, and then we're going on to planks. So for your planks, you're going to be down on your forearms. Here, you can have your hands inside of each other. You can have your fingers interlocked. Whatever's comfortable for you is fine. Main thing here, your shoulders should be directly over your elbows. Your stomach is tight and your hip and spine is in a good neutral position, just like so. I'm not dropping down low. I'm not pushing back high. I'm going to tighten that core, keep those hips parallel to the floor, and hold that position for 30 seconds. So, at your third and last exercise for circuit 2 is your plank, 30 seconds on. Again, that's your last exercise for that circuit, so you can take a 30-second minute break in between. Again, grab some water, wipe that sweat off, and then doing your second round of circuit 2. 2 rounds of circuit 2, and then you've completed this level 1 workout for today. We'll see you next time.